Okay, we're going to be breaking down this 45-degree quartering target. Here, coming from the pink machine there next to the number 3. Let's take a look at what the shot's going to be looking like so you can have an idea of how we're going to build a plan to consistently hit this thing. The points we want to cover, we want to read the speed. We want to know our hold point, where our eyes are set. We want to know what we want to connect to on the target and what kind of moment and finish we're going to have with that bird. So let's start with speed. In my mind, I call this a 2-speed on a scale of 1 to 10. Why? Because I know that all of the work in the shot is going to be done between this line and this line. All right, so everything that's important barrel movement wise is going to be done in here, and I call it a 2-speed because that gives me a baseline reference that whenever the target comes out, if I call him a 2, I know that the speed limit for my barrel is going to be about a 2.5 because I don't want to just blow out in front of him, through panic or anything like that. So we call him a 2-speed. And next thing we need to know is our eyes. Where are our eyes going to set? Well, I know he's a 2-speed, and so I want to have my eyes set and ready in this little location right here. So whenever the target comes out, I can actually see right here where that guy comes out. So if I'm not looking specifically in that area, if I'm off over here in La La Land, he's going to surprise my eyes, and that's going to make me naturally want to throw my gun. Okay, so we've got our eye visual pickup point, and then where is our hold point going to actually be? Where does the barrel start? All right, this red dot is showing you my hold point. And the reason that it's there versus up here or down here is because that's where the target's line is. If the target's coming out any lower, I'm going to hold on that spot. But you see how he comes just directly to the red dot? That's why my hold point is there. Because if I'm up here, I've got to chase down to it. If I'm down low, I've got to chase up to it. Those two little points right there holding off the line immediately instill me to have some sort of panic or correction. All right, so we have our eyes. They're going to be right here. Our hold point is going to be right here. All right, and then as the target comes out and we have this sort of connection there with the bird, what I'm actually going to try to do is come up on a 3 o'clock line. We got 12, 3, 9, and 6. That's our clock face. When that target comes up, my plan is to come up and touch the 3 o'clock edge, have a short little moment with it, and then transition over to the 9 o'clock side for the finish. I know I'm going to need to be left of it. Why would I come up on a 3 o'clock side? Because I know he's a 2-speed. I know my barrel speed needs to be a 2.5. That's why you see me just slowly venturing there through the bird to the 9 o'clock side. This way I'm not as timing vulnerable. All right, this slow motion feel with a 0.5 point ratio difference between the target speed and the barrel speed, this allows me to have a visual perception of the bird that I can see tight detail on it. If I was to zoom in on the target, notice that you've got dark pink here on the bottom side, and you have this bright glare on the top side of it. As the target leaves the machine and he's getting closer to my break point, mentally, visually, if I'm just searching for that, by the time he gets to the break point, that's where my eyes have actually locked down on that space. The gun's doing its thing according to my plan, and I'm hitting that shot. The layup for all this is that when the target comes out, my eyes and hold point are set. I know he's coming directly to the barrel, which is where the red dot is. I have this little moment with him that helps me control the gun speed. My eyes are looking for that glare and being patient as the gun's doing its thing out to the left, sending the shot. There he's broken. All right, this is a 45-degree, 2-speed quartering bird. Thank you for watching Sporting Collective Shot Instruction. We hope you learned something here and enjoyed watching this video. Be sure to download the Sporting Collective app and subscribe for full access to our library of content and become an active member of the Sporting Collective community. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode.